Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Radiant team back. Dire team back. Dire team back. Radiant team back. Dire team Radiant team Mirana. Dire team ban.
Bristleback!
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Double shaman.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Axe.
Dire team pick.
Points it win.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Ursa Warrior.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Coming.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Death Prophet.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Storm
Choose
Spirit.
your hero. Yeah, kitty. Prepare for battle.
Come back to me.
Бал на квалы на International не пройдет. То есть если условные хаслеры...
For his team. Number one, nice and aggressive plays here. I like this. Thanks. At nighttime when the game starts.
E tem promessa, né? De novo, né? O Mentirinha já tá bem.
In his wake, rather. They're just going to dodge this DP. The Ursa would be a nice find here. The Puck, not a bad one either, and it looks like that'll be the one they'll find. We've got a Illusory Orb, though, waiting to be leveled, so this is going to be a bit of a tough kill. Yeah, especially when... actually,
You went for first level Viscous is a gooey, so you can make this kill, and it's a good one, actually. Yep, that's No Fear dead. Oh, one last hit. It's gonna be Asshole takes the kill. No, Ducal is not ideal. And now Astro could also die. King R is joining in. They want to murder Bristleback, but he's gonna be able to get away. So by what I can tell, it's DP mid, and the Puck is gonna be played. No Fear playing.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
So that's interesting. So that's because DP has a really good matchup against Storm. And that's actually, yeah, I didn't even consider this called flexing, but it's true. It's because in Eastern Europe, we don't flex the Puck as much as they do in Europe. Or Western Europe, sorry. That's my Western European privilege talking there. Coriolis, good. Still dying. The arrow hits him right in the face, and that's going to be an easy kill. The arrow. So yeah, DP has a pretty good matchup against Storm, and she also has really good tempo against Storm. What she does is she essentially pushes you out of the lane. Once you get pushed out of the lane, you activate Exo, you take the tower, and then you go, well, Storm, you should have left the lane, you idiot, to farm the jungle and recover. But because Storm's tempo, it just doesn't work well with this draft in general. DP is great at punishing this, and it's also one of Magical's better.
I can't allow that.
Oh, this is a really good flex. Maybe almost makes me change my opinion.
Well, because if anything, this just exacerbates the issues you mentioned on Storm earlier anyway,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, and I think you take good advantage of it. I also think that DP mid is much more powerful against Bristle, right? Because the Spirit Step is always useful and you can max that early, right? Yeah, it's pretty good actually. I like this pick a lot.
True, although...
It's a really solid flex. And also the Puck is going to be useful no matter what against a Storm, right? So that's another point. The Puck, as long as he hits level 6, he's great against Pango and Storm no matter what. You don't really need mobility for that. You don't really need Puck's damage this game. What you need is his control.
That's a good point. That's really all you are looking for. We'll see. See what Desperate decides to do here versus Magical. It's already kind of turning into a little bit of a tough lane, but with the overloaded attacks, he is able to get a little bit of a better start here in the first couple of waves. 2 denies to his neck, 3 denies into his rather. A little bit of a favor for him right now. Real out here, no points into the Bristleback yet, just looking to harass like crazy, of course, with the Coddle and Chakra Magic.
This is actually the same build I've seen Liquid run. Like, when you run him with a Coddle, I think the point of Black is to just So Viscous and Selgu is of course much better for getting kills. You do get 1 point in Burst level 4, but the idea is that you max cool spray, you get with a 1 point in Nasal Goo, and you just play as aggressively as possible. And I think this is the right pick. Because that way you take advantage of Bristle's laning stage, and you have a higher likelihood of having a stronger mid league. Which is again your weakest point for Bristol.
Yeah, I've got so much damage. Phonic there, barely dodging the Illuminate somehow. I could have sworn that hit him, but I'd have been wrong.
And when I say the mid game, by the way, with Bristol, I refer to like the really mid game, like 25 to 35 or so. Not necessarily the early mid, just when Bristle's still strong. He has the Vanguard. The moment where Gyrocopter starts to fall off, the moment where Wraith King is strong, actually, ironically. Wraith King is like kind of like the anti-tempo of Bristol.
Anti-tempo of the Bristle. No, that's true. That is actually, it's a weird comparison to draw, but it is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty along those lines. I mean, it's not exact, of course.
No,
It depends, and your itemization, blah blah. But so people get an idea of what I'm. And the Axe is doing quite well for him. Usually, this is the weakest part of Axe versus Bristle. Later, Axe becomes because like being able to Berserker's call him wherever he is and saying, okay, he's gonna look at me for like 5 seconds. Just mesmerized with my presence.
Yeah, there's a little bit of counterplay though, especially with a blinding light. That's you can reposition the axe, which is going to turn our Bristle.
Ooh, that's a very good point.
You got it as well to some degree with Vortex
And Rolling Thunder as well.
I think actually, do you turn if you hit by Rolling Thunder?
Yeah. Axe in front of Bristle, or like in the other direction, right?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, there's a couple of counterplays. Nothing I would ever, you know, think of doing, but these guys, I'm sure, they're probably like, oh, I'll just move the axe.
Yeah,
It's that easy.
I mean, you could also like 4-stab him as well. It's not actually a bad game for like Shaman to consider staff. Pottle's a very big.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but it just makes the game harder for them to play here. But PuckChamp, really nice early lead. You could see Desperate already just running away with the CS here in the mid lane, already having a 5 creep. Minute 4 runes though. Ducalis is hoping to try and deny the rune away from Magical. And I think does? What happened to that 4? Someone denied it, it looks like. Marana picked it up? No, someone denied it. Yeah, I didn't catch it. It must have been either the Marana or the Coddle there fighting.
Must have been like courier has been killed.
Generally used.
Top lane, no fear, getting ran down by Melis. Minus armor there on the lucky shot is going to absolutely nuke him down.
That's a really early Orbital Corrosion, by the way. This Pango's doing amazing in
He's
this
got
lane.
so much money.
Yeah, he's destroying the Ursa, man. I mean, I can see with the Pango and the Shaman. Now look, he comes back, Mel's like, hold him for me. Astral's like, I'm not really sure about this one, dude.
Oh,
but
the disarm.
He gets disarmed. That stops the Ursa. He can continue his aggression, but the lucky shot is dispelled, or it goes away.
We've got
So
boots on
corrosion.
Ursa. We've got boots on Ursa, no boots on Melis, no boots on Astral, so he's off and away to safety. Lucky enough for our bear. He's getting a healing salve as well, courtesy of No Fear, who TP's back into the lane. They're going to try for Melis. Good silence here. Will that prevent the Swashbuckle from coming out? It won't, but No Fear with a jaunt is going to be able to secure that kill. Storm Spirit, oh, he's just farming in the jungle casually. No big deal there. Take a look now. Kalis and Krylat having a pretty nice job, or a pretty fun time in this bottom lane. Actually, not really. The CS slightly low for Krylat, not by much, but just enough here. Of course, Axe is going to be able to really inflate his numbers in the jungle there. Is Magical. Maybe he's going a little bit too deep. Great arrow, though. Kingar will go to look for this kill onto the Coddle. In the meantime, though, they've lost Magical as he's dove in the tower. Kingar needing to leap away to make sure he can escape. Salve there for Desperate. Leave him in a pretty good position here. That was the first exorcism as well from Magical, not really yielding any results. They do pull away Melis at the very least from that lane. They waste a little bit of his time, but really get much in return. 3-2 then, the lead here for PuckChamp. Right now the Axe is coming back to the lane. I imagine he's got something along the lines of a Vanguard or just about there. Double rings. This man, he doesn't wear any clothes, but he wears armor. Bracers, a helmet, a loincloth. What else do you need, really, to go to battle? Our big, angry red tomato man.
Prize is mine.
Plus here, he's having a really great job. He's not actually he's still not going for boots, preferring the attack speed. And it's really making Watson's lane a bit more annoying here. He's unable to reliably CS with all the lucky shot procs that they're getting. Bristle in some trouble though, does have a point now in the passive and the warpath. Nice arrow though, will connect as Magical's just gonna run him down. They preemptively tip him because they know they've got the kill. And Magical will be able to get a kill. Safe laner. That's pretty good. Makes up a little bit for the fact that the first Exo is basically wasted underneath the tower. He's gonna have another one back up in 45 seconds at the very least. As we can see, pretty deep wards being placed in the jungle of PuckChamp to make Bristle or Storm or not stacks here.
Yeah, which is also a big job that Hustle has to do constantly this game, you know, being on stack duty essentially. You have really good stack clearers though, so what you actually notice, I was actually told by a Flapjack, a pro player, that a lot of pro players nowadays, what they do is, instead of trying to block your stacks, right, that's actually considered bad, what they do is, as long as you have someone that can clear stacks, you just guard the area around it with rotational wards, and then if they go take the stack, you fight them, and then you take the stack off from them. Much more efficient than wasting sentries and trying to stop them from stacking. The only exception is Ancients.
Yeah, I don't know if they can really take a fight. I mean, maybe with Exo, perhaps there's a chance.
Yeah, with the Exo and Ursa that is not low on HP, I think not possible. Honestly, Ursa's pretty strong early. Okay, Desperate. Lightning, TP's in the second one. Arrow.
Oh, arrow's just shot.
If King R hadn't doubted that, because of course it's nighttime, that's why you didn't see him, but if he hadn't doubted that, he would have gotten the kill actually. That arrow was just short.
Always believe in yourself, chat.
Yep, always believe in yourself. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Absolutely. Oh, getting the TP out to the tier 2 tower is Axe just in time. That was a smart move because King R was already TPing to the tier 1, so had he TP'd just shy, or just a little bit closer to the tier 1 tower, he probably would have died there, each TP adding a second to the channel duration. Melis now has got full power tread, so no fears, had to be a bit careful. Boots coming on the courier here eventually, but doesn't really want to be fighting versus right now, especially with Ball Lightning ready to go. You got to keep yourself out of Pinball Alley. Have Magical now rotating down bottom, maybe trying for a second kill onto the Bristle. They do have now Max Spirit Siphon, Exo ready to use. They're just trying to get him to overcommit. His Coddle not too close either. Oh, Arrow's gonna miss, unfortunately. Magical's gonna eat a Solar Bind and a couple auto attacks out from a small stack here. Realize maybe looking to turn now onto Magical.
I don't know about this one, huh? Like a DP with Spirit Siphon, now what do you want to turn ever? I mean, you just kind of... you just got given a free lane by this rotation, which was a bit weird, thinking that you could kill the Bristle back. So Magical gave you a lot of space to Storm. He didn't take your tower the first Exorcism, so you just take advantage of this.
Yep. All right, there we go. There's the first big rotation, actually, at all that we've seen before this, right? Magical basically just walks over to the power rune spot and picks up a kill onto the Bristleback for free. Now we see Melees rotate down bottom. We also saw the Storm consider running down here. Stage so far intact. I believe our Ursa has smoked up somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Watson, along with No Fear, just looking to secure themselves this rune. Pretty good progress already towards the Battle Fury for Ursa, so he's just looking to outscale the Bristleback here. Speed up his game, as they will actually scout a double stack now of Ancients.
Okay, that's pretty good. The Axe needs to come by. The problem is Ancient stacks, that's the ones you can't clear that easy.
Dire's
Clear
middle
pretty much everything
tower
else.
is under attack.
Because Ursa doesn't have Battle Fury just yet. And this stack of Ancients for Bristle is relatively easy. This stack of Ancients for...
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, that the only stack that's kind of justifiable to block is particularly Ancients, because if you don't have an Ancients clear, or someone that can do it fast, especially early, then you can't really contest.
Now this is Dota, ladies and gentlemen.
It is truly the essence of Dota, right?
This is truly the
I think we're the
Dota.
only action RTS that can stack, right?
I've got no clue. I can't say I play any other ones.
Yeah, me neither, so I don't know. I'm just... Okay. We're superior, who cares why, you know? We're better.
Going for now the Orchid on Desperate. He's already got one of the, what are these, Mystic Staffs? Oblivion Staff.
Yeah, Oblivion
Goodness.
stuff. The big... Five intelligence.
Oh, you're right.
Rashida
You're right,
X.
you're right.
Anyway, the Orchid is...
Radiant's middle
Okay, this game, I mean, now that the puck is not as wait, actually, Bristle back in trouble. Okay, Bristle don't turn that much. He just want to break the coil. And, well, doesn't matter, because the reverse call finishes him off anyway. In comes the reinforcements. Silence stops the reinforcements completely. Rolling Thunder still available for Melis. As Storm walks in, they lack the damage though right now. They want to kill the puck first. Melis could be in trouble. He needed more physical damage. They don't have it just yet. They try to shackle Magical, but he dies. Halfway through the Magical, and a single auto attack finishes off Melis. So they do get 2 counter kills, but in expense, like in
exchange?
In exchange, thank you, for 3 of their heroes. So I don't see what the point of that was at all.
Yeah, it was a pretty heavy tax. I'm surprised that Melis decided to roll right back into that fight, considering that, well, the Exo does pierce magic immunity do full damage.
Right? And he just had needed one auto attack and he got the kill. It wasn't even that difficult, you know. Because Rolling Thunder can outrun the Ghost, so you're kind of safe from that, but you were really low on HP when you went back.
It was already kind of a, I think, a miscalculated move as soon as they decided to fight right after their strongest hero in the game, which they currently have, was the victim of a 4-man gank. Maybe they were feeling strong because there's like, oh, there's no coil, maybe we can take this. Fortunately, Bristol's the majority of their damage right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And the bad thing about the Shaman is he really doesn't want to be standing anywhere near this DP like at all this game. Ever. Because, well, she's got Silence. Spirit Siphon's going to absolutely, well, make any control onto him basically useless.
An Exorcism.
Exo active is just terrible for him. He needs like cast range items if he really wants to be reliably locking her down without just kind of feeding away his life. I think that's kind of what we saw there. Coddle in the bot lane, he's going to be looking to farm up, looks like a Glimmer Cape for his first item. It's a nice item to have versus the DP.
Magical at least will use double damage to take this tower. This is really good for Magical. If you just used Exorcism to not take the tower, you're like, oh, the enemy team defended from the first Exo. Nope, not the case. Not with the double damage. Guarantees you a tower for sure. And PuckChamp are starting to see the weaknesses of picking a Storm mid, really. Because this is what we, like, I literally said this in the draft. If I can put this in the draft, then clearly this is a problem of it itself.
But not involved in that fight either. He's just kind of farming peacefully. Nearly has enough money now for the full Battle Fury, along with boots. So that's a pretty good metric here that he's looking to try and beat. There's efficient farm to be had bot lane. That'll just get him a little bit shy here of his Battle Fury. Actually, no, he should have it. What are you, 725? 825. I'm off by 100. So he's about to have this Battle Fury already, about 14 minutes in with the full power tread. So he's in a very, very comfortable right now. Freelat continuing to farm stacks of Ancients, though, so he's going to have some pretty significant farm as well.
Yeah, but even without the stacks, he's like around the same, or sorry, with the stacks, he's around the same as Ursa, almost behind the Ursa. Now he's like slightly beating him, but not too much. So consider that's the second stack he takes, and you're still struggling to beat the Ursa. That says a lot about your game. Right? Your game itself is not going to be that easy. That's a good Orchid reveal, though.
Yeah, it's a really fast. Well, is it a fast Orchid?
No, it's normal timing because he went coffee boots and only one no talisman. I guess the bottles.
He's like, I don't want that shitty rune. Get that out of here.
That's an illusion rune, though. Just use it to farm or something. All right. Yeah, so the Storm Orchid is an interesting pickup this game because what are you really silencing, right? Against the Ursa, I can see it being powerful, but against the DP, not really. Nor against the Ash.
Against Puck, it's kind of basically
yeah, but he's your pause 5, right?
Yeah, sure, but I mean, I think that's kind of the way you have to play when you're going for early game, right? I mean, you said it yourself, right? As long as Puck gets off the Dream Coil, kind of GG for Storm, right? And this is a position 5 that is basically neutralizing your mid lane hit. So I think as long as you can look to nuke someone down early in these fights, especially given that you are going for the kind of pedal to the metal sort of draft, although I imagine at some stage maybe the Halberd is the item they're going to go with. They're all kind of just gathering around mid here on the side of PuckChamp, but I think it's a fine item, just because it'll get you a kill. If it stops the Dream Coil for coming out for 3 seconds, you're pretty happy with that.
Sure, that's true actually, because the power of the Puck this game can't be understated, so I can see that.
Especially because it's position 5.
Yeah, I mean, I also don't see like immediate Bloodstone to be like, wow, you need this right now, right? Maybe BKB would have been an option as well. But that depends on how fast
it is. Blink. Funnick has got the perfect timing here.
Yeah, like, oh, surprise, dude! What you gonna do now? Apparently just walk away. Yeah. Exorcism used, it goes well. Okay, the arrow will hit the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman's as good as dead, but can they kill the Bristle? That's the question. And for now, Krill is taking this nicely. But for how long? Storm is trying to help him out. He catches Funnick in the backlines, but Nice Berserker's call actually stopped the Storm. He's been silenced, and now with a Cooling Blade, they karate chop his corpse into the ground. Okay, that was a really good counter kill. So they tried to bait, you know, saying, we're going for your bristleback. Nope. Joke's on you. We're actually killing your Storm the whole time. It's easier to kill.
Yeah, he jumps in, but Ball Lightning's still a little bit slow. He's level 12.
Oh, really? He's level 2?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's still pretty predictable when you see it coming from that short of range. Level 3 Bolt Lightning, he probably gets off the Vortex combo, right?
Also, Axe is, I mean, Funnick has been playing Dota for forever, you know?
Yeah.
I think I haven't been born yet, and Funnick was already playing Dota.
Bottom tower
Incredible. So this guy has like great experience.
Well, he's got so much more. I think it's a Hood of Defiance, it should be?
That's a full hood, yeah. I think this game Eternal Shroud is particularly cool, but you can also...
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better Blink reveal.
No, you have double hood actually. Death Prophet also went hood, so that makes Storm's early game spike useless. Right, that's what they're trying to do. They're making it so the enemy team can really only play against around Bristle, and we're starting to see this where Storm is hey, guys, I'm here, kill me, right? It's actually the only thing he can do.
They need to just be aware of the cooldowns here that the Hustlers have and can flex on them because they're really, really strong. Ursa's now showing up to fight as well. Again, it wasn't in that last fight either. He's got Battle Fury, pretty decent amount of chunk of change in the bank as well. Storm nearby. They are recalling, or they're going to plan to recall what I can imagine is the Bristle now, and there he is, looking for another fight. I think I give him better odds than this one here. We'll see if he can get the quick kill on the King R. That's pretty good, and well, you can. Funnick gets the blink away, but he's solar binded, so he's not moving very fast or very far. Moonlight shadowed, but they've got him dusted up. Gets off the call for the bonus armor. Doesn't actually hit Crelat though, as they're going to continue to fight. The coil though, as they catch the Shaman yet again. That means Desperate has free reign over this fight. They get the Orchid onto Ursa. Can they get the damage? They will. No enrage. Now Magical here. He's left 2v4. They've lost the Shaman, but they're now diving for Magical. No Fear's got not much to offer. He's got another silence there onto the Storm. That'll stop some more damage from coming through, but here's Crelat now. Big silence there. Will hit 2 heroes as we have the Morana now respawning. Yule sceptered up. Another Orchid onto the Puck. See you later. King R's the last to go, and it's a team-wide +1 for PuckChamp.
Okay, there's the proof of the Orchid, right? That was a great Orchid. To both of them, honestly, on the Puck and the Ursa. Valuable targets. And like I said, the Orchid's really good for the enemy cores, particularly on the Ursa, and I think that was a really good target acquisition by the Storm. The Bristleback as well, also utilizing his early peaks. He went for Heaven's Halberd as opposed to the Vanguard.
Yeah, and he just knows he's strong. He just runs in. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he's too strong right now. And for the next like 8 minutes or so, he's pretty much unkillable. Then he starts to, well, usually they start to have enough damage to deal with. But if you play like this, with Bristle leading, with Storm just kind of coming afterwards as the surprise, forcing Dream Calls on Shadow Shaman because, well, your Puck is a 5, so if he doesn't cancel the Shackles, who does, right? Morana, kind of?
That's a good point, yeah. It feels like Astral is just kind of dying in these fights, and to be fair, he is. He now has the Keen Optic as well as Aether Lens. I think he had both in that last fight, so he's got now really great range on Shackles. I mean, Shackle range to start off with is quite pitiful. It's so bad. It gets canceled super, super easily. So this game now, it's going to make the Hustlers' counterplay much more difficult, as they actually will be going for a quick Roshan here. They even commit the Serpent Wards for it.
It's not that hard with the Bristle, right? So that's why they're going for it. And since you're Radiant as well, you have the safety that you're next to your triangle, so worst case scenario, you just retreat to your triangle, no biggie. That's why they can afford to do this with Bristle.
Yeah, but I think they've trapped Roche inside. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't trap the Aegis. You can always...
well, plus you have a Storm, so you can zip in and out.
That's true as well. So, I wonder if they actually purposely picked the Bristle Coddle combo as that honestly seems like a consideration. You have like a bunch of minus armor and good Roche takers and Pango and Bristleback, even Shadow Shaman. So I mean, part of the idea why they were conditioned to this draft was like, oh, we're Radiant guys, we can take easy Roshans like these. And these extra objectives put Hustlers on in a pickle, right? Because they don't want to have to fight against the Aegis Bristle. They can't kill Bristle once, imagine twice.
Yeah, that's true, but the only issue I can really see with that sort of line of thinking is that right now it looks like the Hustlers, they don't mind going for these really long engagements, or I guess to be specific, the engagement of the length of an EXO, right, which is...
it's long enough. What, 30 seconds?
Last 35. There it is. You really have to search for some of these tooltips. So last 35 seconds. That's about as long as a fight as they want to be taking here at this stage of the game before the Ursa can like 3-shot everyone, right? So I don't know. It feels like...
Oh, right, because the Ursa then can burst too. I mean, even then, the longer fights are kind of okay for you as long as Ursa can burst on an important target early.
That's true.
And you just run after them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite burst on the Ursa this early. I know it's like the ramp-up damage, and then eventually he really starts getting there.
No, I mean later on.
Oh, yeah.
When you have the burst later, like the idea for this game is that you have a long team fight, you're fine with that, but Ursa ideally bursts Storm or Pango early in the fight, and then you get rid of those, and then you get that much more consistent fight.
Oh my goodness, dude, Warpath is amazing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, wait till level 25 talent, it becomes absurd. Like that ability becomes a rapier for free.
Yeah, pretty much. What does he got coming to him?
It's that Dragon Skill.
Yeah, it's a good one. It'll help the siege as well, that extra little bit of damage.
I'm wondering if this game you go for like a BK, not that necessary.
I'm thinking about the...
I really like the hairball. I agree, because it gives you a really good small mid-game power spike, which kind of extends your window opportunity.
Oh, they're making the jump. Desperate. looking for anyone. He's going to find the Ursa, but get the Yules instead by the Mirana. That's going to set him up for the arrow. He's gone a bit too deep. Nice blinding light, though, will prevent the call from coming through. That's Desperate still alive. They've managed to actually trap Magical here. They're going to try and make the jump out ahead. The Coil will catch 3 here, but they've got plenty of damage for Magical, or do they? He's got the Yule Scepter. When he comes back down, yeah, he's immediately dead.
Yeah, there he seems desperate for a kill, but it turns out he's just baiting the whole time. And with the control of the Shaman, you can always turn around these kind of fights, right? Where whenever, so Hustlers, when they try to counter-initiate, they have to be really wary of their spacing, because the moment that someone's like slightly out of position, and you don't go with a buddy system, right, that you used to play, what was it called, the Soap Breaker? Last event before
the Axe one?
Yeah, the Axe one. Oh yeah, the Axe Labyrinth, is true. Yeah, so everybody you at the Shadow Shaman level, you have to use the buddy system to make sure you can always cancel the shackles.
Yeah.
It's very similar here. If DP is out of position and Axe cannot blink towards the Shaman or Puck cannot, you know, those are your Waning Rift the Shaman, she's dead. She's guaranteed. There's nothing you can do to stop her from dying, especially when you also have snakes available, which means you can just trap her on top of the shackles. You know, good luck trying to cancel that as a DP with your flimsy, stupid, floaty attack. No, I'm liking how PuckChamp is doing this, and I think that Hustlers, ironically, is now respecting the Shadow Shaman enough. I think he's the biggest threat right now.
Sonic, maybe look for a quick snipe. It's going to be rather difficult, though, especially with Aegis on the Storm and BKB. Yeah, so it's going to be... I like this reaction, though, from the Hustlers. They immediately realized, oh, man, we're really weak right now. We don't have... Well, now they do have Dream Coil. They didn't have Coil. They didn't have Moonlight Shadow either. So King R just goes out to push the bottom lane back out. It's the only outer tower they have here. Losing this one concedes a lot of map control, basically the entire map at this stage here to PuckChamp. So it's a smart move here to be cutting waves. They finally going to send Millis to hunt for the Mirana and cut their own waves top lane, or bot lane rather, but they know that Aegis here is about to expire in about the next minute. See if they can try and make a play. So Ursa got a new item. He's got BKB. Okay, that could be nice. Eternal Shroud completed for a DP. Oh, they found Mirana.
Yeah, it's just Tackle running thunder by the top, or their triangle. If they want to go for the frog, Phonic, nice. Can they turn this bait into a kill? Oh, now with a Glimmer Cape, actually. Very good Glimmer. Because even if the Silent Storm there, like they did, they can't follow up because they don't have vision. And that's also... Notice how the Eastern European playstyle comes to play here, right? Where they actually take the tier 1 bottom relatively early, or the tier 1 in the offlane relatively early. Now they're pushing the tier 2 in the offlane, and this gives them full control of the triangle, which they have been controlling for the past like minute and a half. Now they know there's awards here. The Persil doesn't seem too worried about the Ursa with the Heaven Sovereign. Puck comes in from behind. Excellent good use. They want to fight this, but the enemy still has the control of the triangle. Melis has no Rolling Thunder trying to take advantage of this, and oh my goodness, PuckChamp just got disintegrated there. They lose the Aegis on the Storm. Exorcism still going on, annoying the Persil for quite a while. Berserker's Call catches the Storm even when he comes out. No time for him to zip zap away, and Krilla realizing his mistake of staying here a bit too long. Those ghosts are still chunking the Pango, and the amount of control they have for the Pango is too much. They kill him with a Culling Blade. Krilla alive this whole engagement, but incapable of dealing the damage. And now Krilla will just be the last victim. They turn him around and finally faces his death.
Really, really great catch by No Fear there. He finds the 2 backline supports with Coil. Those are particularly 2 heroes that, even though you claim the Coddle is unkillable, once they're held down by Coil, are very, very easy to go, but provide a lot of control for you in your team fights. In fact, just about all of your control this game, to be specific. Really, really great jump there by No Fear. As well as actually the Axe just running on in. I'm actually super surprised that PuckChamp decided to take a fight around there. They did at least fight early, so at least they had Aegis for that second life, but it just didn't make a difference. There was just way too much damage. Ursa now kind of actually online here. Great fight. I can't believe that they expect a ward up there or anything, because that was just not the place to be fighting there for PuckChamp. And they're going to get another kill onto the Shaman on the top lane, most likely. Can they try and turn this? Magical's nearby, Melis as well. Shackles onto the Axe to keep him locked down, and a nice Orchid for No Fear as soon as he comes out. Looks like they will be able to turn this. Phonic just getting controlled. Another Blinding Light's going to push him this and that away. He's going to have the Hooded Defiance to live a little bit longer, whip himself into shape as well, but eventually he will be located and brought down. All right. Oh, a couple more kills there under the wings of PuckChamp now.
Yeah, Funnick being taken down, the puck as well. You took away the enemy's initiation. Bristleback slowly inching back to level 25. Like I said, we saw that last team fight, right? Krell doesn't have the damage to actually kill the enemy team anymore. He isn't the super tank, so he is much more killable. What you need right now is for him to really reach level 25, or Storm to start taking the mantle of your position, which he is pretty decently, honestly. Desperate has good farm. He has BKB and Orchid. He just has to be wary of the axe, which is just piercing through that BKB and not caring about it. He just zip zap fast.
Oh, they're going to know that there's heroes here. They dewarded King R with the Invis Rune. Set up the arrow onto Ducalis, but they're going to now counter with their own combo, but a big silence there. Ducalis is going to live for now. Desperate popping the BKB, running onto this puck. Will find her. Magical's actually popped the Exo in a terrible spot here. They've got nothing to cancel these shackles. Oh, they will, but it's going to be too late. King R leaping and even blinking in to get that one done, but they're going to be able to get the blink and Ether Shock to reclaim the life of the Marana. Over here.
Yeah, oh my god! But they hit him from behind. It never took his call. Incred's still alive. He's like, come on, Axe. I thought you wanted to turn around and face me. Come on, Axe. We have cool sprays plenty. Funnick trying to run away. Just slowly crawling back to his base. And thanks to the blink dagger, he's going to be okay. Yeah. Messed up the timing there on the quill spray there. That was just a 0.5 seconds late. But it doesn't really matter, though. You got the kill on the Ursa. I think that's a win. I mean, Ursa killed himself, really.
Ursa really killed himself.
I mean, oh my goodness, 1,700 damage by Cool Spray. That's 15 Cool Spray stacks.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage there. And honestly, you can't underestimate here. This is, I think it's 30%. It's 30% spell lifesteal he's got right now with the Eternal Shroud and the Voodoo Mask.
Yeah, because it does stack. Wait, how much the...
20% spell on heroes, 10% on heroes.
Oh, that's true. On heroes, of course. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I forgot that they made it so that the heroes was much better than the creep. Yep. Oh wow, that is a fair amount of spell lifesteal. You're right. He doesn't have to go for his own spell lifesteal talent. Who cares?
And that was a kill through in BKB as well, mind you.
Not that it matters.
Not that it matters, because of course it's all physical, but.
Yeah. What item is he going for now? Is that a point booster?
Question. Check in the secret shop.
Or Bloodstone? Oh, interesting.
Octarine.
Bloodstone.
Oh, Bloodstone. Thank you.
Interesting. I guess because Bloodstone now gives you the
active's really strong.
No, I was gonna say the spell lifesteal. Well, yeah, because they changed that, so Octarine now doesn't have the spell lifesteal, so it is Bloodstone. Yep. So I guess if you want more spell lifesteal, it makes sense to go for Bloodstone. Okay. I'm not opposed to it. I don't think Bristol carry really needs any damage items because.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, level 18, you get a big old spike. I mean, look, he's running around with plus 300 damage right now, for God's sake, and this is an even max Warpath stack.
I would say level 20, you get another big power spike because you get the Quill Spray damage talent.
Oh, absolutely.
Big deal, which he just got, of course. He didn't actually have it for that team fight I checked, so.
Well, for his 2v1, more like it.
Yeah, really, yeah. Not really a team fight. Him being ganked and him winning the gank in typical Bristle fashion.
That's kind of how it works.
It was a good smoke, but Kato is perfectly positioned. Moonlight Shadow wasted. Nice Glimmer Cape. That's a really good thing.
But there were triple dust.
Kill the old man! He must die! And that's Kato dead. Storm catches the puck, though. They get a kill here. Rolling Thunder's available this time, unlike the past few team fights. I think the puck is dead. He's just a support after all. Pago's still walking in, bouncing around in the dark, not knowing what to hit. He realized he might have overextended. You don't want to give the enemy team a chance to fight at their high ground. They just wasted Exo. Just ignore this.
Ron almost got Illuminate blasted.
And the Snakes almost killed the deep, or could have killed her as well. So you gotta be careful positioning. Oh! They try to snipe the DB from behind, but Magical avoiding the call. No, he got hit by it. Crystal's in the middle of the fray though. No fear, kills Desperate there. And they want to murder Funnick. Funnick's gonna be the next kill here for the engagement for PuckChamp. They stop the Ursa with a Yule Scepter. No enrage for you. And they try to finish off Magical. They took Vortex Shackles for the Ursa. And he doesn't have the enrage ready to get rid of them. This Shaman has been such an impactful hero this game.
Yeah, he really has. He's just always locking down the right person here. Storm buying back, just no hesitation either on that one. Allows him to not only scare away the Marana to prevent an arrow from coming through and eventually turning that fight, but also securing the kill onto Magical. Now Magical's dead. I mean, 5th death of the game here, but they've all been coming here within the last I don't know, like he's always dying at the tail end of his team fights except for the one up here. And they're just way too fast or something, it feels like. They're just getting ran at constantly. Now we've got the full Bloodstone here.
Oh, he actually had a fresh Bloodstone for that engagement. That's why he has 2 extra charges. Right?
Yep, we saw the active get used there. Which is, it's not a whole lot, because it's better on, you know, real heroes.
Yeah, like Lash or Tinker or whatever.
Yeah, because then you really start to get that mana to HP transfer.
Yeah, but I think for the Bristleback, it's more about the spell lifesteal I think the Bloodstone gives him and the tankiness that it gives him. Right, so the active is like a plus, right?
It is.
I would say that with Nether Shawl, though, the great thing about Bristleback is that since their spells don't cost any mana, you can just use the Bloodstone active pretty liberally, right? And then you just use Nether Shawl to recover your mana and you're fine.
Very, very true. Especially because you have Coddle as well, in case you needed any more mana regen.
Oh, actually, you can use Coddle to actually turn Bloodstone into more HP, right? Because he increases your total mana, so you just sacrifice to heal, and then you use the Bloodstone to heal. That's pretty cool. He's not even low 25, he's already dominating your team, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of unkillable. 30% lifesteal. He's got a Heaven's Halberd as well for the Ursa, but honestly, at this stage, he'd probably just rather have the Ursa hit him. They're going to get Creelite a little bit into the base here. Oh, nice status resist there. Exo from behind. Oh, they're going to be able to jump Melis here rather quickly. He's going to buy back. There's already the first life off of Storm, though. Is Watson making the jump onto him. Axe ready for the call. He's BKB, so nothing to silence him, or nothing that can stop him. Now, do they have the damage for the Storm? No, he's going to get the zip away. Is Creelite just running around in the middle, still with cheese on him as well. Really starting to stack up all of the quills. 5 now onto Watson. He's going to get disarmed, hexed up, and just about killed off as the arrow will connect onto Astral, prevents him from chasing any further, but Creelite's the one currently diving tier 4 towers on a Magical. The Ursa Warrior dead for 7. He doesn't have there. And here's Melis, who's bought back in this engagement, rolling around with the Rolling Thunder. There's going to be the roll up, and he's going to have to wait a little while to find the Puck, who does get the blink back. Nice job there on No Fear. But this looks like it could be Megas either way, Avo.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be Megas. I don't know how you defend this if you're not the Ursa. He's your main source of damage. You already lack damage against the Bristle to begin with. DP has to do a lot here.
But it's a little bit low on HP.
He is a little bit low, but he can just back out and heal.
Oh goodness.
Did he get a double bash?
He did get a double bash. And it's the Yule Scepter. Oh my goodness. He's like, not today, Funnick.
Yeah. They got the arrow. No! Whoa! Look at those jukes from the Shadow Shaman.
Oh,
nobody's getting down. Funnick's down, yeah.
No buyback either on
and
that
Bristle's
guy.
like, hey, who's it on low HP again? Kill for King R, going for Magical
Got
as well.
Hairball now.
He does have a Hairball. Extra bit of damage, extra bit of Warpath stacks as well. That Psychic Headband will not help you against a Bristle, dude.
He's like, go ahead.
Go ahead, hit me. Hit me, boys. Little sassy Bristleback showing the back. There's the GG.
Magical's like, yeah, okay.
We're done.
Oh, wow. What a game 1.
Radiant victory.
It's going to be PuckChamp taking it off the back of the Bristle. Ah, you like that one there.
I think that was just a really solid performance at PuckChamp. I don't think they even needed to use the level 25. They used the Storm
Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power, infinite power, power. Infinite power.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Keeper of the light.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Bat Rider!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Points away. Points away.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
哎，队友呢？队友呢？哎，队友呢？队友呢？队友呢？
10 seconds.
Down in my
remaining.
car.
10 seconds.
All right, ready?
5 seconds remaining.
3,
5 seconds
2,
remaining.
1.
Radiant team ban.
Hello guys,
Radiant
welcome
team
back.
ban.
Here, in the Eastern European DPC League, the lower division, particularly casting the game between Hustlers and PuckChamp.
Correct. Absolutely correct here. Let me just get onto the highway real quick, but we do have our draft underway, so let's pull into this one.
Come on, Richie.
Real lickety
Pull in.
split. There we are,
10
just like
seconds
that.
remaining.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We have a draft in front of us. It's
5
PuckChamp versus
seconds
Hustlers.
remaining. Dire
And
team
this
ban.
time
Dire
PuckChamp
team
will
ban.
again start with the Coddle, but after that, instead running the Bat Rider, which has been seen as a huge value pick in general for this, or in general.
Yeah, generally. You could just say.
And I think that the Bat Rider, one of the things that makes him so strong is that,
10
and because she's
seconds
such crap and
remaining.
garbage, then you don't
Radiant
really have
team
the
ban.
tradition. So the counters that are much more popular are Oracle, but he's still not that strong.
Radiant
Rick is very
team
popular as well,
pick.
that's why you banned the Slark. Ricky's good as
Dire
well.
team pick.
So
Oracle.
the idea is that, yeah, now you pick the Oracle for Hustlers, but what teams have been doing essentially, they flex the bat mid, or ideally mid, or you don't run them in the off. You don't really have an answer as long as the Slark is out of the, and like I said, it's not in the pool. And so Bat Rider just plays around his magical damage more than he plays around his
10
which
seconds remaining.
Oracle
10
not
seconds.
as strong. Like, yeah, Fate's Edict will still save you and help you out, but it's not
5
gonna
seconds remaining.
completely
5 seconds.
nullify. So, I like to start here by PuckChamp. I think the Bat Rider is a really strong pick, and I think it works nicely with Coddle. The Oracle, yeah, I mean, if you have a combo with it, I think it's still a justified pick, and it's still good against Bat. There are better options.
Yeah, it always opens up the Troll to not quite a free game, but a much game. Game that Troll will play. That one. Like you're saying, though, the about kind of bat to the mid lane, not too relevant. It does make your draft a lot easier, though, for the Hustlers, because you draft with a certain amount of certainty that it almost is going to be a Bat Rider mid, or at worst a Bat Rider position 5.